Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to try and explain to you what a degree is, what a radian is, and then how they relate to each other. Okay, that is my aim. Hopefully I will succeed. Now, a degree you are probably already quite familiar with. It's that little symbol up there, and there are 360 of them in a circle. So we know that there are 360 degrees in a circle. We also know other things, that maybe there are 90 degrees. Remember that thing there is the degrees, 90 degrees within that segment of a circle there, So if we think about that, and I asked you, well, how big is 1 degree? You'd probably go, okay, well, it's probably going to be pretty small. If 360 of them fit in that distance there, and 90 of them fit in that distance there, a degree is probably about as big as that. It's not right on the edge there, and that there'll be lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of them all the way around. Okay, I'm not going to do them all, but there'll be lots and lots and lots and lots of them, maybe 90 of them, between this point here and this point here, and there'll be 360 of those things between here and here. So that's what a degree is. It's just a measure of the distance round a circle. Okay, and I could make a much smaller circle, and there would be 360 degrees within that circle there as well. It doesn't matter how big or how small it is. Okay, so that's what a degree is. What is a radian? Well, a radian you've probably never heard of before, unless you've done some sort of advanced maths. But a radian becomes really, really important when you move higher and higher up. To be able to measure a radian, you firstly need to know what a radius is. Now, the radius you've probably heard of before. It is just the distance between the centre of a circle and the circumference, which is the outside of a circle. So I could label that blue line with an R standing for radius. Actually, what I'll do is I'll make it a small r, so we're keeping consistent with the diagram. So that's a small r. So that distance there, from there to there, is the radius. Okay. The same distance from there to there is also a radius, and from this point here to this point here is also the radius. So that's an r. This is an r. And then finally, the thing that makes it a radian, with an an, is that there is a length of r on the outside as well, or on the circumference. Okay, so that is how big. Remember, I said that this is how big a degree is. That's how big a degree is. Well, this is how big a radian is. It's way bigger, way, 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 way bigger. Okay. If I get rid of all those and all these, we'll now sort of explore how many radians there are in a circle. So if that's 1 radian there, from there to there, then I could probably draw, roughly, that there will be another radian, roughly. That there is about another radian. Again, remembering that the distance from here to here and from there to there should be the same as from there to there. Okay, so if you walked along this length here and you walked along this length here, you would have to walk the same distance along that edge there, okay? And so I'm just using my eye here to sort of suss it out. That would be about the length of another radian. And then probably about there is another radian. And then finally, about there. That's the length of another radian. So, if we know that there are 360 degrees in a circle, how many radians are there in a circle? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Point something weird, because that's not quite a radian. It's not quite a radian. It's actually 6.2832 radians. And I write the word radians. So it's important to note that this thing here, this circle up here, and this thing here, radians, or radian, is just the units of the thing. There are 360 degrees in a circle, and there are 6.2832 radians in a circle. So, where did I get that number there from? Well, this is where it gets cool, okay? If I have 360 degrees, okay, 6.2832 is actually the same as 2 times pi. Now, you might know what pi is, you might not. Pi is just equal to, in a simplified form, 3.14. Okay, and so 6.28232 is equal to 2 times pi. And so an easier way to write that would be, so there's 360 degrees, 2 pi, and remember I need to have radians underneath that. Can't just have it as equal to 2 pi. I've got to have units as well, because I've got units up here. So an easy way to write it is that how do degrees and radians relate to each other? There are 360 degrees, and they are equal to, it's 2 times pi. That is, I can just write it as 2 pi. I don't need the times. And then I'll just put radians, and I'll put RAD, little full stop, and that's short for radians. Okay, so that's how degrees and radians relate to each other, and now you know what a radian is, and what a degree is, and how big they are. Hope that makes sense. Hello, so I'm going to explain to you, in hopefully about a minute, how radians are related to degrees. Now, I'm sure you've all